Okay, so we've got the Vexor here. Gonna go out to some more drone sites, the Horde sites, and then also gonna take out an Ishtar this time. We'll get the Vexor out here first, though. Mr. Adam Zero, how am I liking the new stuff? I think this is one of the best content releases that CCP has done in a very long time. And it's just that, you know, it really feels like it feels like they put a lot of stuff in for fun, which is important. So yeah, I feel like the fun factor is pretty good. You know, because sometimes when they do a release, it's like, oh, we've upgraded the graphics engine, everything looks 10% prettier. Well, okay. And yes, it's appreciated and it's wanted, and you know, it's all cool and everything, but we also like it when there's an addition of fun, and this one seems to have hit most areas too. Like, it's not just null or just high sec or whatnot. Also, there wasn't really much of a nerf in this one either. So there was some changes. It could be perceived as nerfs, but overall, this wasn't like, all right, we're doing a big release for scarcity. You know, that one was painful. Yeah, and there's some quality of life things in here too, which are pretty nice. Like when you want to add all the stuff to your queue for mastery, you can do it all in one button now. So, you know, that's a pretty big deal, because when I would do stuff for mastery, I'd end up, you know, adding a bunch of stuff manually. And so now there's a button to do it. So that's one of the nice things. I want to make sure I get all these towers before I turn this guy off on his own. We hit that trigger, which is that ship yellow boxing me. If we hit that and kill it before getting rid of these other things, then it could get a little dicey.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Fatal Fear just followed.
Fatal Feared, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Just do I have already on this guy? We're up to 86 million. So his ship costs between 35 and 40. And so we've covered the cost of the ship more than twice over now. I'm usually able to go multiple days without losing one of these. All right, we're on the last one of the towers. That one just kept yellow boxing me the whole time. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it never red boxes you. So I'll have to tell it to attack it. So there's no danger in it, you know, being auto attacked. But you know, it just is good form to make sure, because I'd get overwhelmed if that trigger got hit before all those towers were out. Although now we're going to have to worry about all of the
Welcome to
frigates
the
here.
Dragons.
There's enough of
Heavy
them here.
underscore bondage just followed.
It could be a problem. Heavy bondage? All right. Oh, thank you for the follow. Just, it seems like a interesting name. You must work in a prison. Yeah, that must be it. Must work in a prison. Or a mental ward. See, this is why I'm taking out these frigates.
And dragons. Nice. Today will be a good day to die. Now go out and fight with honor.
An anonymous user gifted amount subscriptions to the community.
Right. And I'm not even sure about this. I mean, thanks for the gift sub. But to the person who was two, I've never seen them say a word in here. Here's 1,000 gold to everybody here for that anonymous gift. And what, you know, kind of name is that? You know? I mean, I'm just saying.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Aaron's pancakes just followed.
Yeah, that's bad, stepdad. Uranus Pancakes, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, and normally I would do, I would do an image for someone who gifted a sub, but as you're anonymous, well, I mean, you know, it wouldn't mean much, and I'm certainly not going to do it for the recipient of it, but thanks for trying. How come I left Moose Army? Because the new leadership came in and said, hey everybody, let's go jump off a cliff. And half the people in Moose Army said, okay, we're with you. And the other half of us said, no. And we left. So, you know, just saying. Okay. Oh, guard watching over me. Yeah, isn't that with bits now? You made guard so big. Yeah. I think that got turned on for everybody whether you wanted it or not. But there we go. All right, so this is an Ishtar. And we're going to take an Ishtar out as well. And do some of these sites. The Ishtar here, it'll be able to tank everything. It's just gonna, it'll be a beast. And it'll do it well. Oh, and here I was trying not to run into the same one. And I did anyway.
Warp drive active.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to... You don't want to steal their aggro. That gets bad for the drones. The other one's a regular Vexor. It's cheap too. 35, 40 million for it. And it's doing the trick. It's doing the job. All right. So, here we go on this. Okay, go all the way to the end. Same deal here. We're still going to make sure and take out the towers first. And this one will go quicker because it does have more DPS. But this one also becomes the first target in here if somebody comes in looking to get a kill. The Ishtar will be a bigger target. Uh-oh. We got some webs on me. Got to get those webs off. Man, triple webbed. Thank you. Right. They're good. So. And this guy is red boxing me now, which means that we have to watch out for hitting that automatically. What does Dolly think Markee Dragon looks like? I've posted it a couple times. I didn't label him though. But gave me a dragon in armor with a Twitch logo on my chest. Now I can go after that one just fine. Won't cause any problems. Go, we're probably gonna... Well, even if they web me, it doesn't matter so much. It just gets annoying. See what happens here.
You, sir, rock.
Monster Steve just subscribed.
All right. Monster Steve. Well, let's take care of these guys real quick. Why are you guys having such a hard time getting him? Hmm? Alright. Oh my goodness, there's a lot over here now. So, Monster Steve. Thank you for the sub. Here's 1,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. And
Welcome to the Dragons.
I'm gonna do
ST0 Tinma just followed.
Button Mad. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're gonna get rid of these little frigates because it could be very hard to deal with
Welcome to the Dragons.
if they start webbing
The
me.
other Smith just followed.
Other Smith, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Come on.
Welcome to the Dragons.
All A3 just followed.
Ola, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, let's see what Monster Steve looks like, according to Dolly. Gold is meta currency in chat. Wow, that is kind of monstrous. And you do look like a Steve. There you go. All right, putting that up in Discord. You're very buff, Steve. Yeah. So, there we go. All right. If you want a copy of that, it's up in the Discord. All right. So he's doing his thing. And then this guy's on the last one in this wave. All right, we'll go over the small stuff. Wait, why didn't it switch target? I told it to. Long time viewer, just got back into Eve. Yeah, well, thank you. And welcome back. It's a lot of little stuff. Start working on these little guys. They're probably gonna, you know, come up in web and stuff. And I don't want them to do that. Right. And this guy's still doing his thing too. Yeah, Steve, thank you for support using our store. But also, yeah, if you were going to buy Plex, do it today before the sale ends. The sale ends in what, 7.5 hours, I think? The Plex sale. So, but if you don't need Plex, then, you know, whatever you need. Oh, and do exclamation point coupon, Monster Steve, in chat. Since you're a sub, it'll send you a private message with in Twitch with a discount code that's just a little bit more than the general public one, as a thank you for 7.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Garligo just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Kizumaru just followed.
Kizumaru, thank you for the follow as well. Wow, look at all these. All right, let's see if we can get these frigates taken care of first. There it is. The reason I'm taking those guys out. Monster Steve says, thanks, man. Thank you. All right, so no one is really scramming me, but it shows an animation there of it. I've had a few weird things happen on this client today. Things that were like not normal. Like my skin disappeared on my ship and I tried reapplying it and it wouldn't reapply, and then it all of a sudden appeared later. So right, it's going after the last one of those. And then this guy, he's still trucking right along, doing a good job. Eve's been having loads of issues. Yeah, there's something a little bit going on. I don't know what, but something just a little bit funky. It's hard to say. I haven't been able to pinpoint it down to just one thing, right? It's like multiple different things. All right, let's get this web off of me. You get enough webs on you and it slows you down enough, they can hit you a little bit better. This thing probably would handle it okay even with 3 webs on it, but you know, you don't want to tempt fate either. Be like, oh, it can't touch me, and then you get blown up. We won't try that tactic. Oh, you had to contact support to get rid of an error yesterday, huh? Yeah, well, we had errors yesterday that took out the show, too. And it was weird network stuff. But seem to be doing okay today. At least on that front, so I'm happy. All of Australia was having issues. Something the other day about like Vietnam having issues that like 3 out of 5 of their underwater transcontinental cables or whatever went down. So they were having a lot of problems. All right, Monster Steve. Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, it usually is painless ordering from our store. You know, sometimes they go to a manual review, which we just look them over real quick. If there's something the system says is questionable, and it's usually something that's not an issue at all. But sometimes it is, and that's why we do those checks. Going after the big stuff first.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Forredsel just followed.
Road Soul. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'd love to get one of those mine escalations and do one on the show. What I'm kind of hoping for. What's going on geopolitically? Any major wars at the moment? So, no major wars, no land grabs I know of going on right now or anything. I think, though, as we get into the new iHub stuff and, you know, figuring out what systems are valuable and which ones aren't. There might be some changes that happen there. Some people might get aggressive about that, especially if close to their current borders there's some really good systems or whatever. Then there might be some wars that break out. Or there might be some, you know, fair exchanges, you know, but it's hard to say. There's nothing too much going on right now that I'm aware of. There's always a bunch of little stuff, but I don't know of any big stuff happening. The new iHubs look like graphics cards? Yes. Day one, I said that to everybody. It's a giant graphics card. How's Dual Universe currently? Well, Dual Universe is a great game, but it's not getting updates to it. It's getting bug fixes and stuff, but it's not getting any updates to it of content or anything. So it's not doing very well in that regard. I wish it would get content updates because it's a great game, but it's not. So I'm not playing it currently. If they start doing content updates to it or something like that, then I might be all over it, but you know. But the Ishtar, it's going through these faster, which, you know, will make a bit more money. Yeah, hard to get excited about an MMO as developers put it into maintenance. That's right. And so their CEO has talked about it a little bit. And basically the short version of it is they feel like they've reached a technological limit that will keep them from having, say, 10,000 players at once all playing on the same server, that they can't get scaled around. And so, you know, like 100's fine, 1,000 they have to put more resources into it, still fine. When you try and make it up to a 10,000 leap, well, then the cost of everything is not, if you go from 1,000 to 10,000, it's not a 10 times jump in cost, it's more than 10 times jump. It's like 50 times jump in the cost of operating it. For the 10 times jump in revenue. So they are using the technology that they've developed, and they say that they're applying it to something new. So, you know, if they do, great. We'll hope to be there for whatever it is they do. And you know, we'll play with it, and if it's fun, we'll play with it a lot. And but I don't have any other insider information than that to share. Their CEO has talked about this a little bit in public, in industry channels, not really player channels. Okay, drone infested starbase. So I mean, this is nice that I got this, but I can't run it. I do not have a ship that can run a drone infested starbase, so I'm not going to be able to do it, which is unfortunate because I would like to do it. Kind of like Project Awakening. Well, Project Awakening isn't really a thing yet. I guess it kind of is, but I don't really know much about it. So, you know. We were talking about Dual Universe. See if I can see which one I'm at here. Trying to avoid it. We're heading on to the next one.
Warp drive active.
And I'm just going to ignore that escalation I got. Unfortunately. I just can't do anything with it. Yeah, I could sell the escalation. But I usually am like, can't really be bothered to do it, to take the time to do it. I probably should, right? But it's just been kind of the way they've worked out for me. Kestrel, welcome back. It wasn't my go-to game. Really, Dual Universe wasn't, but I played it a lot, and I really enjoyed it.
You, sir, rock.
It wasn't a
Sketty
replacement
just
for Eve, though.
subscribed for 6 months. Sup,
Sketty.
youngster, long time no see.
Youngster?
Hope everything has been going well for you and your family.
Yes.
Welcome to the
Has
Dragons.
Dalziek just followed.
All right. So, a couple things here. One, for the request for my overview, yes, you can have a copy of it. You can find it in the in-game channel called Live Shows, LIVESHOWS. It has both null and high-sec versions. Second thing is, I finished this one up. Is there any loot? No, there is not. Okay. And then third, we got a resub from Disketty. And here is 60 gold. Everybody here, in your honor. And then also Disketty. Let's see here. We're going to see what Dolly thinks Disketty's Twitch avatar looks like. And then post it up to Discord in case Disketty likes it and wants to keep it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You are Bisketti. It's just like when the kids can't pronounce like when kids can't pronounce spaghetti, they call it Busketti. And you are Dusketty. And it's awesome. You are my pasta hero. All right, I'm putting that up into Discord. It's the Live Shows channel. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Oh, bon appetit. Right? Oh my god. That's great. So, all right, we're going to take this guy out to another drone horde here and get him going.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, and Braveheart in-game channel Live Shows, LIVESHOWS. And holy cow, this guy has a lot of stuff on him. I must have hit a trigger right away. That's an awful lot. Come on, kill him. He's got my other guy landing in a sight too. These guys before they start webbing me. Alright, you should be fine. And then this here. We're going and getting these guys. Yeah, those are auto-targeting units that I have running in there. Otherwise, getting hammered pretty hard, but you're doing okay. All right, I think he's doing fine. This guy, he's doing okay. His shields are taking a bit of a beating. Maybe we'll let him finish taking out this guy, and then we'll take out some of the smaller stuff. All these missiles hitting him. They're doing a job. Dalseek, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh my god, I hit another trigger. Alright. Yep. We gotta be smart about taking stuff out here. He's still okay, but we've hit 2 triggers back to back. Which, if this one was one of the Vexor ones, this might be where I'd have to bail. So we'll focus on getting these guys who have the missiles. They're still hammering me here. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but there's just so many of them. And my other guy's got a heavy amount on him too. I don't know what they're fighting, but we got some frigates to get targeted up so we can take them out. Surprised this ship's not getting overwhelmed. Hopefully it doesn't get caught up on any of the structure here. As long as it doesn't get caught up on any of the structure, it'd probably be okay. Don't know what they're attacking, but I have all of the battleships targeted, so they're attacking something smaller, which is fine. Now we'll tell it to attack this one. Those two just continue to yellow box me, so maybe they're not going to be a problem. So this one that you're seeing on the screen right here is a Vexor, just a plain Vexor. It's a nice cheap ship for doing these. Alright, last small one there. So got them all, got those all taken care of, and ship's in good shape. Alright. And this guy, he's still doing his thing. They're fighting a battleship. What's the difference between data and relic analyzer? So, data is for hacking, relic is for analyzing, and data sites require the data one, and relic sites require the relic one. There are some that have both in them, but you know, you need to they're used for different types of sites. So if the site is a relic site, then you're going to want to use a relic analyzer. And so if your ship only allows for fitting like one when you're going out exploring, then carry both of them with you, because you might have to dock up at a... If you find one that is the other type, then you dock up, swap it out, and then undock and go do it with the other one. Or use a mobile depot if your ship's big enough. Yeah, you can do that too. If you can't, if you're in an area where you don't have stations you can dock up in to do the change, then mobile depot is your answer. But they take up like 50 cubic meters of space, so may not fit in a little frigate well and leave room for other things.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Save our games just followed.
Save Our Games, thank you for the follow, welcome. Need to hack for air career. All right, so just a data site is where you would do it. Around here. And this guy here, he's still got some. What's he doing on money? He's at 104 million, 105. So I set him to 0 when we started. He's been doing these sites. The ship costs, you know, 35, 40 million. And without its drones in it, it's 26. The drones are a little bit expensive because they're faction, but you use the faction because they have twice as much EHP, which helps you keep from losing them. And so I've paid for this, you know, almost 3 times over. And when the next ESS payout comes, as long as it doesn't get stolen, probably do pretty good on that. And this guy being an Ishtar, he is killing faster than him, so he's probably made more, because I had both of them out doing it all day, pretty much. I figured it'd go after the next battleship. How quick is support Eve nowadays? It just all depends. Depends on the type of ticket. Being unable to access the game, they're usually pretty quick. If you have a ship missing from your hangar, something like that, then Maybe as much as a week? I don't know. I've seen some things take 2 weeks, and I've seen other things fixed up within an hour or two. So it all depends on the type of issue. Oh, my drones are split. I don't usually like it when they split. It's less effective. That actually happen? Ships go missing? No, not really. But like, a glitch happens while you're playing, and you log back in, and you're in your pod, and there's no kill mail or something. Disconnects are probably the most common support ticket of like, the server kicked me and I was in the middle of an abyss and now my ship's gone. You know, type of thing. If they had any network issues around the time, then they'd replace it. If it was just you and your personal internet connection, then they wouldn't. So, and somehow they know. Like, I guess if multiple people get disconnected at the same time. I had a paladin out here in this system. My guy is armor, his shield got peeled off, but doesn't matter because he's armor. There's more. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.